Seminoles get the touch first, and Jasmine Shavers trying to go under the basket, and now Soleil Williams at the top of the key for Florida State. Into the paint, the dish off, over to the other side to Panya Davis.
It's their power game. You see Soleil Williams already clapping her hands, excited about the start here for Florida State, making up that first turnover. Panya Davis is a player, adds that size as they come up with a steal.
Yeah,
Tatum Green.
Tatum Green going coast to coast, the pick and the damage. Starting five, we mentioned it, Soleil Williams is back, and that's a big piece for them. They also have a captain in the lineup, and Amaya Bonner.
Yeah, and Bonner, somebody who can be a ball handler, somebody who's had 7 games without a turnover. That's what you have to have in this one.
Up ahead to Foster, Walker with the assist. Foster working on Soleil Williams. Puts up a little floater, smooth.
That was tough, because Soleil Williams was step for step. You don't know where it's going to come from.
Yeah, she's giving them about 7 points per night. A Georgia native that has come back to Georgia Tech. That's a theme, you'll notice.
Got a couple career double-doubles, too.
Scramble for the basketball. Into the hands of Brianna Turnage. Erica Moon trying to cook. Kicks back over to Termas. Bounces around and in. Davis can't step back and hit. In flies Green.
Yeah, she's so active. That's what I'm talking about. Hard to keep off the boards.
Soleil, that ends a 10-0 run by Georgia Tech.
Fans have heard me say this before, but Soleil with the Olay. Ooh, off one leg too. Left hit finish, and she loved.
Oh my goodness,
wow.
what?
She's a sophomore, 5'6", spin move in traffic, total composure. What I love about that too, she stayed in A++ for the finish.
Ellie Kubek, jump ball as she is stuffed by Ari Termas.
Yeah, Karen Blair talking to us about how she said, look, you know, you've got better eyes out there. You can really see what's going on. So now, understanding who the hot hand is.
They're only shooting 71% from the field.
You know, we did say this is going to be a home game for them. Nice pass inside from Bonner. Multiple players already scoring for Georgia Tech, too. We talked about the balance. Great take to the basket from Walker. Wow. Get her eyes on the rim. This is what I meant when I talked in the open about how powerful and how quick she is. You put those two together.
Walker will pull it out. Kick it over to Termas, who fires a three!
Yeah, and 7 new players. They had a lot of coaches and teams dealing with that, but she said they play for each other. They develop relationships.
Rush over to Bowles. Can't hit the three. Kubek flying in for the rebound. Man, it's hard to get around Turnage, and she did. First meeting back in January, was out with an injury. Williams. Boom.
Nice. Hurting her ankle like a week ago.
It looks fine.
It looks great. A lot of bounce.
Okay, Lanaya Foster.
For the Georgia Tech team, they've just been such a balanced squad this year with so many offensive weapons.
Bowles getting to the paint, knocking it down. As we were going through IVF when Brooke was diagnosed with breast cancer, so that process stopped. And Brooke's sister, Jamie.
See if that can help them control some of the pace of this game as well.
Albin's got to give it up. Shot clock winding down. Foster going in the short corner. Swish. Soleil Williams, a kick back to Avery Treadwell. Knoxville, Tennessee's finest right there by as many as 11 in this game. No panic for Florida State.
Yeah, none whatsoever. They show up. This is a team that's confident and believes they can win every game.
They hold her out.
And this team had to learn how to play without her again in their last game. But they were able to get some big assists on there, and those hustle plays from Tatum Green. If they keep those up, more offensive possessions for Florida State, the more confident. There they go.
Sydney Bowles just going right to the rack.
Speaking of bowls you over, Sydney Bowles, the 6-foot senior.
Walker looking for help. Turnage gives it to her. Jump stop, the pass down low. That was nice. Deasia Thomas-Harris with the finish.
For her teammate, and Deasia Thomas-Harris able to connect on that. Well, Walker was so quick with those hands. We saw that little clip in the open of just how quick they can be, but they are anticipating where the shot was going to come from and met it all ball.
All right, Panya Davis. Lead a little
handles. Let's go,
okay.
Panya. 6-6 in the second quarter. Florida State able to get some diversified scoring here early, though, in this one.
Erica Moon with a 2. Davis spinning around the defender.
Australia, the JUCO player, able to spin, stretch. Good slit from Turnage.
Shot blocked by Green. That pass just thrown a little too far ahead of Jasmine Shavers. It's going to be a turnover. 4 seconds for Walker. Trying to get past Green. Swats it away. Bonner off the screen, onto the block, up off the window.
Room to operate. Good decision. You see that, just a little hezzy, like you don't have to do a whole lot to get the defense.
There's Soleil Williams with 6 points already tonight,
nice.
And immediately going to the basket.
Nice. I love that she chose to finish right. Here's that crossover. Boom, that little quick step and get by Foster, who's also very quick in her own right, but
looking for more. Won't get into the paint that time. Up ahead to Bonner. Saves it from going out of bounds. Second chance will fall for Amaya Bonner.
I wouldn't say early nerves, because Georgia Tech started off this game strong. Maybe some middle to late game nerves here starting to set in.
Yeah, Georgia Tech came out hot offensively, shot over 60% from the field. They've led by as many as 11 tonight. And Talea Walker finding her way on the baseline. Opportunity for a three-point play.
In just a dribble or two, explosive, takes the right angle, and Snoop Turnage. Treadwell really step up and play big. Losing 3 inches with Treadwell.
Short for Williams. Erica Moon, get you some.
Terrific decision. You got to know when to be selfish, when to dish it.
So they called the first free throw off, just to clarify, and had to reshoot it.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was
okay.
Like, why is she
what
shooting
is
too?
happening?
She hit the, yeah.
Karen Blair talks about her decision making, her command of the game, and you feel it. You feel her leadership when she's got the ball. Good strong take.
Yeah, she was not going to be denied.
No way. Straight up defense from Foster. And this is what I look, just a little tough face afterwards. Not intimidation. They've been able to really force Georgia Tech into passing the ball around the exterior. They've had trouble getting inside until now.
Talea Walker. Termes.
Splash.
Second time she's splashed from 3 tonight.
Showing us range. Wow, a beautiful looking 3. That's the splash Georgia Tech needs. Furious comeback by Stanford late to force that game to go into overtime and try to extend their season.
And Miami ended up getting that one, and they advance. Yep. I mean,
okay.
Let's go. Deasia Thomas-Harris, coast to coast.
Seeing the bigs ball handling big time in this game.
And in the corner, Mari Gurton, the only freshman on this Florida State team.
Get it, rookie. You just put Talea Walker in a really tough spot with the second left. Like, here, you take the turnover or shoot it. Okay, Gurton. And Gurton showing no nerves here at her first ACC tournament.
She's got 6 points. Her season high is 9. That was high up off the window from Thomas-Harris.
Tech players, everybody's eyes on Soleil Williams as well.
Treadwell. Being patient. Walker got around Kubik.
Goodness.
Whoa.
How did she keep her balance? 3. She takes it baseline. Look at handling that corner underneath there over Kubik. Great spin.
Treadwell gets the bucket under the basket on the other side. Is here from
They
the
sure
ACC.
are.
They were in the lobby, stuck in the revolving door. Kind of like the tree stuck in the metal detector.
Yeah, exactly.
Today.
Heard about that.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they have yet to kind of go on that streak and that hot run, get 2 or 3 stops in a row. Foster's a big reason for that.
Let's go Foster. 18 points for Lanaya Foster. That one rattles out.
I can't believe the ball handling we just witnessed right there through
yeah.
traffic.
How about that?
My goodness, is she so good.
It's not their night offensively, just 35% from the field. And we talked about coming in that they probably needed to hit about 12 three-pointers. Well, they've only hit 4.
Yeah, it's been a lot more interior scoring. Sitting back here with Georgia Tech, who's led for basically all of this game, but for a minute.
Turnage. Going to the free throw line.
You're okay with that.
Well, Maya Bonner just flew to the basket.
She did. She did. She gave a little hezzy dribble and then took off.
And they're able to come to the ACC tournament and start it off hot and have held on to this lead. It's just the 6th time this season she's been in double figures.
Well, maybe we can ask her in the postgame.
You bet we will.
Definitely been buy-in despite the statistics and the record for this team.
But here in Duluth, just 30 minutes away from their home, Georgia Tech is going to be advancing a first ACC tournament win